2016 would go down in history as one of the greatest years of Cristiano Ronaldo's life. A year where everything he had worked for, sacrificed for, and dreamed of finally came together. He won the La Liga title, lifted the UEFA European Championship trophy with Portugal, and found something even more valuable than fame or medals: the love of his life, Georgina Rodriguez. Above all these milestones, there was one more shining moment waiting for him: his fourth Ballon d'Or. It was a year that defined Cristiano Ronaldo as both a legend and a man who had conquered every obstacle that once stood in his way. For Ronaldo, this wasn't just about statistics or awards. It was about fulfillment. The feeling that all the years of struggle, pain, and relentless work had finally paid off. He said it best himself: 2016 is undoubtedly the best year of my career, both collectively and individually. Winning something with Portugal was what was missing from my CV. It was one of the most important moments of my life. And it truly was. From lifting the European trophy with tears in his eyes, to finding true love and family beyond the pitch, 2016 was the best year of Cristiano Ronaldo's life. The next year, Cristiano Ronaldo continued to prove to the world that greatness wasn't just something he achieved once, it was something he lived every single day. Once again, he led Real Madrid to glory, winning the La Liga title with the same hunger and the same determination that had defined his entire career. But Ronaldo wasn't done yet, not even close. After the La Liga triumph, he lifted the UEFA Champions League trophy once again with the incredible club, cementing their dominance over Europe. It was in this very tournament that Ronaldo reached yet another historic milestone, becoming the first player ever to score 100 goals in the Champions League. That number wasn't just a record. It was a symbol of every sacrifice, every late-night training session, every moment of doubt that he had turned into motivation. The fans were on their feet. His teammates embraced him, and his family watched with pride in their eyes. For them, and for millions of supporters around the world, Ronaldo wasn't just a footballer. He was living proof that with faith, discipline, and perseverance, dreams can become reality. But that wasn't the only great thing that happened that year. Off the pitch, Ronaldo's life took a turn that even all the trophies in the world couldn't compare to. He and Georgina were expecting twins through a surrogate, a blessing that would soon change their lives forever. On June 8, 2017, Cristiano welcomed Eva and Matteo into the world, two tiny souls who instantly became his everything. And just months later, on November 12, 2017, Georgina gave birth to their beautiful daughter, Alana Martina. In that moment, Ronaldo wasn't the global superstar everyone knew. He wasn't the record breaker, the goal machine, the Ballon d'Or winner. He was a father. Holding his newborns in his arms, surrounded by the laughter of his children, he felt something even victory could never give: peace. It was an overwhelming time for Cristiano and Georgina, balancing sleepless nights, endless love, and the chaos of fame. But it was also the beginning of a new chapter, one written with love instead of pressure. For Ronaldo, this was no longer just about football. It was about leaving a legacy his children could be proud of. And that made every goal, every struggle, every drop of sweat worth it. But all this peace didn't last long. Just as Ronaldo seemed to have everything he had ever dreamed of, life reminded him once again that even the brightest stars faced their storms. In 2018, the headlines changed. Instead of celebrating his achievements, the world was suddenly talking about his legal troubles. Spanish prosecutors accused Cristiano of defrauding the government of 14.7 million euros by allegedly hiding his image rights income between 2011 and 2014. It was a dark cloud over a man who had spent his entire life under the spotlight. Ronaldo denied all allegations, and he stood tall, calm and defiant, insisting on his truth. But the weight of the accusations, the endless media noise, and the pressure of protecting his name and family took a toll. In June 2018, to close this painful chapter once and for all, Cristiano agreed to a settlement, accepting a suspended 2-year prison sentence and paying 18.8 million euros to the Spanish government. For him, it wasn't about guilt. It was about peace, about protecting the legacy he built with blood, sweat, and tears. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tell us in the comments which footballer's life you'd like us to cover next. After this frustrating and exhausting period, Ronaldo had only one place where he could truly escape the noise: the football field. Football had always been the world where everything made sense, so he turned his pain into focus and his frustration into fuel. In the summer of 2018, Cristiano represented Portugal in the FIFA World Cup, carrying the hopes of a nation on his shoulders once again. He gave everything he had, every sprint, every goal, every ounce of his heart. But despite his brilliance, Portugal's journey ended in the round of 16. For Ronaldo, it was truly heartbreaking to lose such a big title for his nation, especially after the glory of winning the European Championship just 2 years before. He had dreamed of lifting the World Cup for Portugal, of giving his country the ultimate victory. But this time, it wasn't meant to be. This, with the constant pressure from the media, the endless headlines about his legal issues, the feeling that the world was watching and judging, it was heavy, even for someone as strong as him. But through it all, Ronaldo wasn't alone. His children, his greatest source of strength, and his then-girlfriend, now fiancée, Georgina Rodriguez, stood by him through every storm. At Madrid, a lot had happened. After 9 unforgettable years, 450 goals and countless titles, including 4 UEFA Champions League trophies, Cristiano Ronaldo's era at Madrid came to an end. In the summer of 2018, the world was left in shock when it was announced that Ronaldo would be leaving the Spanish giants to join the Italian powerhouse Juventus for a reported 112 million euros. For Cristiano, this wasn't just a transfer. It was the closing of a chapter that had shaped him into the man he had become. Madrid was where he grew from a fiery young star into a true legend. It was where he became a father, a leader, a symbol of excellence. Leaving wasn't easy. It was emotional, it was painful. But Ronaldo knew that growth often means stepping into the unknown. He needed new challenges, new battles to fight, a new history to write. Because for someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, greatness was never a destination. It was a journey that never stopped.